Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my show. Got an epic build tonight to do, so strap in. Well, I've got a couple of guests with this. So, the first guest is DS Modern Vintage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Danno's show. Yeah, Danno's build tonight. So, Danno's going to be building the Eddie Stobart wagon, and yeah, we're going to be helping him. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to be here helping you, Danno. And yeah, let's hope we have a good build, eh?
Yep. And the next guest is my dad, Geordie Dave.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to Danno's show. As you say, it's epic build tonight. So sit back and enjoy.
Yep. And finally, got Modz.
So, good evening, everyone. Yeah, welcome to Danno's show. I'll be doing the comments tonight. So, yeah, let the epic build begin with the fabulous four.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say something, and that is, this young man, no, that young man, up that way. Danno's universe has come a long way since we first met this young guy. So, and to be running his stream with three other blokes on it, and he's building away there, absolutely brilliant. So, well done, Danno. So, and yeah, you've come a long way in such a short time. So, brilliant.
I second that.
I've got actually something to show you all as well. Yesterday, I was on a course for work, and I passed my course, and I've got my certificate. So,
well done, mate. Well done. Look at that. Customer care workshop.
New uniform and all that.
Brilliant.
Your tie and all that. Shirt.
A tie.
So quite
Goodness me.
Yeah. we're there today, and we're seeing someone with staff going, "Oh, we do have to wear that tie now. You wear your Christmas ties." We said Christmas jumper. And,
get a Doctor Who themed Christmas jumper and tie.
Yeah,
I've been the one on Amazon. So
We'll beat it. Lainey's mother's been into his McDonald's today, and they were congratulating him on his passing his course.
Wow, brilliant! Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
Right, well, I'll do these bits of chat then. We're going to get started. So, first thing tonight, from my end, is D. Harris saying, "Good evening, young Danno." Good evening, D.
Good
evening, D.
And then we've got Gillian Dots. Good evening, Danno, Dave, and Mark, and everyone in chat. Good evening, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
And then we've got Crafty Chris. Good evening, all. Good evening, Christine.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Chris.
And then we've got Dave Builds says, "Good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Danno. Have a great show and evening to the host." Evening, Dave Mac.
Hello, Dave Mac.
And then Dave Mac says, "Good evening to D, Gillian, and Chris." And D. Harris says, "Good evening, Gillian and Crafty Chris." And D says, "Good evening to Dave Mac Builds." And we have Darth the MC. "Evening, everyone. Just hoping this is the right day since the Facebook post says tomorrow." So, good evening, Darth.
Hi, Darth.
And then we've got Gillian Dot saying, "Good evening to Dave Mac Builds." Then Gillian saying, "Good evening to D." D saying, "Evening at Darth the MC." Warren James, "Hi all. Good luck tonight, Danno." Hi, Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Hi, Warren.
And then Dave Mac Builds, "Evening at Warren James." Warren James says, "Evening to Dave Mac." D. Harris says, "Evening to Warren." Warren James says, "Evening to D." D. Harris says, "Good evening to Dave and Geordie and young Mark." Evening, D.
Good evening.
And then we've got Mary Ogilvie saying, "Evening, everyone." Evening, Mary.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Marie.
And then we've got Dave Mac Builds says, well done, Danno. Congratulations."
thank you.
And Warren James says, "Congratulations, Danno."
Thank
And
you.
that's the chat for now.
Brilliant. Excellent. Okay, well, there's going to be me and Geordie Dave that's going to be doing the issues tonight, reading the issues, and Danno's going to be building. So first off, we're going to have Geordie Dave doing the instructions on 54 and 55, and then I'll do the rest of the instructions for the rest of the build. Okay, so I'm going to remain quiet in the background, unless I'm needed. So okay.
Okay, so Danny, you got to go full screen.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for your list? So we're fitting details to the chassis, and I'm competing with a dog again.
All right, I'm muted.
Not guilty. It's not man.
Okay, 5401 air tank with sockets.
That is that one there.
Without the one with the 2 bits on the end.
Yeah.
That one. Air tank with pipe detail.
And that's that one there.
Yep. Main right spring bracket front.
So this one.
I think
It's that one there.
Main right spring bracket rear. I think the rear one is the one with a little detail sticking off at the side. That one I think's the front.
Right. And this one's the rear one.
Rear should have a little bit sticking off at the side.
Yeah.
Right. Then you have got secondary spring front stopper.
Which is this here.
There should be 2 of them, because there'll be the secondary spring rear stopper.
Yeah.
And then you get hydraulic distributor.
That's that.
Yep. And 5 2.3 by PM screws, DD3s.
Yep.
And 4 DD08s.
That's
1.8s. Okay, first thing first. Take the hydraulic distributor.
Right. Which is that there. Let's get rid of them.
And the right chassis beam.
Which is in front of us.
Oh, is that the right one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Check how port 5407 fits into the beam.
So there, it goes on this end here.
Yep. So a screw socket green arrow and a peg yellow arrow on port 5407 fit into holes in the beam.
Like that.
Yep. So then you'll need a DP08 and you screw it in from the other side.
And we need oil for this.
It's going into plastic, so you shouldn't.
Right. And that's that one done.
Okay, now you're going to need the stoppers.
So we've got these 2 here.
Stoppers fit into the beam as indicated. Note the orientation. So it's like a L shape, but
So there's a bit of black plastic sponge here. That goes at the bottom. So it goes like that.
yeah. So it's like a
Yeah.
an L shape sort of thing. One fits it in the rear. One.
Yeah.
And the other one goes on the opposite side. But you've got to make sure that them 2 sponge things are right
At the bottom.
And there's 2 little bits on the top that sort of stick up.
Yep.
Oh.
And what did they go in with?
They go in with
8.
DP08 screws. There's only one way they fit in anyway, so.
Yep. Just take one off and do one at a time.
Okay, while Mark's away, I'm going to just bring up the chat a little bit. So we've got Rascals Hobbies saying, howdy, everyone. Howdy, Rascals Hobbies.
Howdy.
Harry.
Hi, Rascal.
And then D. Harris says, well done, Danno. That's for getting your certificate. And then D. Harris says, evening again, Eric at Rascals Hobbies. And then Warren James says, Rascals Hobbies, howdy. And Rascals Hobbies says, hey, D. And then we've got Ian Campbell, evening all. Good luck, Danno, tonight, Danno, with your build. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
And then we've got Rascals Hobbies again saying, hi, Ian. And then D. Harris says, good evening, Ian Campbell. You well? And Ian says, hi, Rascal. And Ian says, hey, D. You well, man? My man? And Ian says, Ian Campbell, hi, Sir Dave. Hi, Ian. Do you want one of these? There you go. So then we've got Marvel Picks as well. Hello and good evening, all. Good evening, Todd. Thanks for joining. Todd. And then Ian says, hey, Dave, and Dave. Hee, Dave.
Yeah, plenty of Daves on here.
Hi. Loads of them. So Ian Campbell says, hi, Todd. And then Dave McBill says, evening, Ian Campbell. And then Rascals Hobby says, howdy, Dave, Todd. Howdy. Howdy doody. And then Ian Campbell says, ding, ding, thanks to Dave.
Sorry, I'm back. Our online order shopping came.
That's all right, Mark.
Early as well again.
So, Danny, are you ready for the next bit?
Yep.
Take the air tank with the sockets and find the position where it fits on the beam. Race screw sockets on the beam fit into the holes. It's just a little way along from there. Yep. Fix the air tank in place with 2 DD03 screws.
Now, do these push in or do they sit? Or does it go straight away?
It just pushes down. You might need to look at the picture to see. Yeah, that.
The 88 marks anywhere at the bottom and at the top, if you know what I mean. Or does it not matter?
Looking at this, that looks right.
Right.
Well, it's got in the centre there, Danno. It's got a small hole and a big hole, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think
the small hole at the
bottom.
Small holes at the bottom.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Are you fit in with the 2 DD03 screws?
Is this metal or plastic?
Plastic. Is it? Well, it's going into metal.
No, it's going into metal.
A bit of oil.
Yeah, it's going into metal.
Right, that's that done.
Okay, now you're going to take the air tank with the pipe detail.
Yep.
And on the first part of the tank. The pegs are different sizes, so ensure you fit the tank the right way. What happens is the bit that's got like the pipe that goes down.
Yep.
Goes towards where you've put them stoppers on.
Yep, that's what I've done.
Right, it's just a push fit.
Oh, well, there we go.
Right, now take the main front right spring bracket and check how it fits on the beam between the air tank and the stoppers. As indicated, a screw socket and port fits into the race set in the beam and a peg fits into the hole. Now I need to turn the page.
Hang on, yeah.
Go. This shows, right? This
Hang on.
Now we need to.
That's why I haven't got that info. There we go.
Right.
And that gets screwed in with the 3.
with a DDO3.
It's metal as well.
Yeah, it's metal, so you'll need oil.
Yeah. And that one's done.
Right, fit the second spring bracket in place near the end of the beam. The rear screw socket on the port fits into the reset socket on the peg on the bracket, fits in edges and holes. Holding the spring bracket in position, turn assembly over so that you complete fitted with the PM DDO3. So,
Got to move the wires out of the way.
yeah.
That done.
And that's 54 complete. So Mark wants to catch up on the chat while I get the next magazine out.
And while I get the next part sorted.
Yep. Okay, so D. Harris says, all good, Ian, thanks, mate. Ian Campbell says, good day today. Ian says, hi, Mark. Hi, Ian. I'm still out of breath from doing shopping. D. Harris says, at Malpix, good evening, Todd. And Todd says, evening to D.
Let's get into these pots here.
Let us know when you're ready.
Screws are stuck at the top there.
Nice. Okay. We're now fitting details to the chassis again, but now it's the other side.
Yeah.
Or from one of the sweep bars.
Gonna block the magazine now. There, when you're ready.
Right. 01 is a secondary spring front stopper.
So that is
Same stopper things again.
yeah.
The secondary spring rear stopper.
2.
Main left spring bracket rear.
That looks like
It's like a sort of a diamond shape with a bit sticking out.
yeah, that's that one there.
Left anti-sway bar holder numbered 1.
Where's the number on it?
No, on the bars, on the other bars.
Ah,
So-
there you go. Oh yeah, there's the number there.
Right.
So that's that one.
Then you've got a main left spring bracket front.
That one there.
That's your other. Yep. Then you've got a right anti-sway bar holder numbered 2.
That one there.
Then you've got 5 DDO3s
Yep.
and 3 DPO8s.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Basically, the first part, basically, you what? Take the left chassis beam assembly from issue 52, identify the recess in port 4901, where the secondary spring stoppers will fit. Note that the cutout corners of the stoppers go around the screw holes in the beam.
Okay, let's bring that there. We've got one that fits there, and the other one fits there.
turn the beam over so that you can fix each of the stoppers with the DP08.
That's the first one in. Right there, that one in.
Okay, got the two of them in?
Yep.
Okay, identify the fixing point for the main left bracket. 5505. A rear screw socket fits into a screw hole in the beam. The other rear stop as shown. The peg on port 5505 fits into a hole.
There.
Yep, it says turn the beam over and fit it in with a DD03. You're going in a metal for your lead oil.
Yeah. There we go.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. Right, fit the main left spring bracket rear to the left chassis beam near the tapered end of the beam. A rear screw socket on the bracket fits into the screw hole in the beam. The arrow near the stopper. As shown, the peg on port 5503 fits into the adjacent hole. Then it says turn the beam over so that you can fix the spring bracket in place with a DD03 screw.
That's good. Right, that one's in.
Okay, right, turn the beam over and take the left anti-sway bar holder. Now, the left one is at number 1. Yes. Fit into the rear screw socket on 5504 into the recess of the beam.
So I need to be like that. And where does it go?
It goes near the front.
Right, so it goes on this side here, and
There's a little bit, just see where you there's a little square with a hole. You've got your wires going over the top of it.
yep, I've got it.
Goes into there. And that fits it together with a DD03.
And that's going to need a bit of oil on that. Right, that's the first one in.
Right, you now need your other chassis.
Putting that down.
To fit the right anti-sway bar in place on the right chassis beam assembly from issue 53. Basically, you know where it goes. Get the same place near the front.
Right.
Yep.
There.
And that fits with the DDO3 screw.
That's that done.
Right, before we go on to the next issue, do you want to look at your wires at the front to make sure you've got plenty of play, because you're going to need.
Right, does that look okay?
Pull, yeah, on the other side.
This side here.
No, the other bracket at the front, because what happens is, as long as you've got plenty of play, because what happens is, it'll not happen straight away, but Dave will know. Once you put the engine in, you've got to go into the circuit board in the front of the radiator, so you need to get them wires out. So that's you done. I'll now hand over to Dave for the next issue.
Okay.
So everything out. Mark can read the next bit of chat out.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of chat to come in.
Yeah. So Crafty Chris says hi to Dave, Mac, Ian, Eric, and Todd. Rascal Hobby says howdy to Chris. Yorkshire Crafter says evening everyone, evening love.
Hi, Julie.
D. Harris says evening to Julie. Rascal Hobby says hey York, that's Yorkshire Crafter. Dave Builds says evening at Yorkshire Crafter. Yorkshire Crafter says evening at D. Harris and Eric at Rascal's Hobbies. And Yorkshire Crafter says evening at Dave Builds. And that's the chat.
Just carry me Scrooge.
Okay, take your time, Danno, because you're going to need both bits of chassis.
Yeah.
And this is the big issue, this one. I love seeing this issue come together.
Yes, brilliant. When this issue comes together, it makes you feel like you've got a truck.
Yeah. Even though I haven't done it yet, but yeah.
Trouble is now it's where do I put everything?
Yeah, that's it.
Come to the point where's everything going to go now?
Yeah. It's when they get too big for the boxes that I struggle with.
That's what happens when you get this bit done.
Yeah.
What boxes I've got won't fit in now.
Our man will still fit the box. It's just it's like the bus and everything. Once it gets the back platform on the bus, can't fit it in the plastic boxes anymore. It's got to go into a cardboard box.
There you got that. Yep.
Okay, got some sprue cutters there, Danno.
Yeah, I've got my sprue cutters at the ready.
Jolly good, and you've got some oil.
Yep.
Okay, right. Okay, so this is issue 56 of Build the Eddie Stobart. We're connecting the chassis beams. Hurrah!
Hey.
The crossbars are fitted to the left chassis beam, and then they are attached to the right chassis beam. Wow. Okay, so the parts supplied in this issue then are 5601. So, and that's the chassis crossbar middle front.
That's that.
And that has a great big hole in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. So 5602 is the chassis crossbar middle rear.
Just that there.
That's that one. Yeah. 5603 is the gearbox holder.
That's that there.
Which is no, that's the other bit, the U-shaped bit, the top left.
Oh, yeah.
That one. So 5603. That's the gearbox holder. Okay, so 5604 is the chassis crossbar rear. And that's the one you had before, yeah. 5605 is the pipe holder times 4. That's the black bits. 5605.5 is a cuckoo.
Hang on, I'll mute while that's going on.
5606 is a cross chassis pipe.
That's that.
Yep. Okay, and 5607 is the chassis crossbar front, and that's the squarish one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, then you've got 2 lots of screws. You've got 3 DP08 screws.
They're in the tray.
Okay, and then you've got 17 DD04 screws.
Yep. I think that's the most screws I've had in this build so far.
It is, yeah. And you're going to obviously want some oil for this job. Okay, so what we've got to do now is just build a little bit, and then we're going to put bits onto the chassis once we've built a few bits. I've just got to move my mouse because it's in the way.
Back over a bit. Get rid of some of these. Put them over there.
Yeah.
Don't need that at the moment. We'll put them over there.
Okay. So, excuse me. Right. So we're step 1 then, fitting the chassis crossbars. And in step 1, we take the middle front chassis crossbar 5601 and we fit the gearbox holder 5603 onto the strips extending from the part 5601. Raised screw sockets on part 5603 fit into recesses in parts 5601. The raised screw sockets are different sizes, so ensure it is fitted the right way around. Okay. Might be helpful to look at step 2 there, Danno. And it says fix the parts together using 2 PB screws, that's DP08s as shown. So when you get it fitted together, just compare it with that of the magazine. I think you want it turning upside down, don't you? The other way around.
Like that.
To if you turn the main bulk of it the way the magazine is showing you in step 2 there on the top right. Yeah.
So that is like that.
Yeah.
And then we've got the right, got yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got this like that.
Okay, is that the right way around?
Although, yeah, they look like they're pointing down.
Yeah, if you was to point that the other way.
So they point down, point them up.
Right, try turning the whole thing round. No, so put it back on that's it. Right. So now you're seeing it nearly as the same as the magazine, aren't you? Okay. Now put your plastic bit on.
But that looks like it's come from that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah. So long as you know which way it goes now. Okay. So you're going to need 2 DP08 screws on that one. Obviously, you're holding it and then you're having to screw it on.
As I say, them little noggins on the bottom, one's smaller than the other, so you've got to get them the right way around.
Yeah.
And that's just plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's only going into that plastic bracket.
And I think there's some holes in that bracket now for putting them other things in, and they've got to be.
There is.
Yes. I think they've got to be on top.
Yeah, there is. It's just a bit fiddly holding it, and that's it.
Once you get the first one in, it's...
Yeah, I was going to say, once you get the first one in, it's not too bad, is it?
No, it's...
I had to look at that a couple of times to see, am I right? Am I right?
Yeah. No, it's a bit
weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah. It's a case again of that step 2 there in the magazine doesn't really highlight it enough with them sticking out bits, does it?
No.
No.
There we go.
Have you got both of them in?
Yep.
Okay. Right. So step 3 then. Step 3 is that you have to remove the pipe holders from the frame 5605 and check how they fit. And the strips in part 5601, the prongs of the pipe holders fit into the holes in part 5601. So you'll see that each one has got 2 prongs.
One's small, one's large.
Yep.
And then you've got to push them prongs into them holes. It might be worth looking at all them holes to make sure that they're all clear, so you can actually push them into the holes.
And the small one is...
I think the small one... I think the large one's the top one, isn't it?
Yes, that's a...
If you stood it up the same way it is in step 3.
So that one's into... There's the first one in.
Yeah.
2 on each side to do.
Yeah. 2 on each side to do. So, and that's step 4, and step 4 says this shows the 4 pipe holders from frame 5605 fitted in place on part 5601. These are push fit connections. Yes, we know. So it's just going to take you a minute or 2 to get them in. So again, I haven't done this issue yet, Danno. So already you and Chris are well in front of me now.
I've done this issue, so if you get stuck, I can help.
Yeah.
You're in front of me then, Dave, as well.
I'm up to Chris now. Put the engine in.
Oh yeah.
Managed to catch up.
Yeah.
There we go.
So have they all gone in nicely?
Yep.
Okay, so step 5 then, you're going to need a chassis. And you're going to need that square bit of chassis that's on the left-hand side there. With the hole in it.
Just part, yeah.
No, on the left-hand side. That one, yeah. Yeah, that one. Okay, and you're going to need, it says, take the front of the chassis crossbar 5607 and fit it against the end of the left chassis beam. So from 4801.
What was the left one? The one with the tank on?
So I believe the left one, just let me look at the magazine and see what it says here. The left one is the one without the tank by the looks of it.
Yeah. Right. So let's bring that one forward.
Okay.
And
so, and it says from the previous issue, the shaped end part of 5607 fits into the large recess in the beam outlined in yellow near the bumper bracket. So I do believe that goes on the inside of the chassis.
Yeah, it all goes on the inside.
Yeah.
You may have to move your wires up a bit.
right.
So I was going to say, yeah, it'll be hidden under them wires down right near the front there.
So this is where we need to. Hang on, I'm off camera on now.
Yeah.
So we need to be over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be over there. So and
I'll get me back if I can get you.
it's actually on the bottom part of the chassis to you. So sorry, on the top part of the chassis to you. So No, that's too near.
That's it, isn't it? That's it.
Is that it, or is it that
Yeah,
too near?
yeah. No, that's it.
Where's the screw? Where,
It is, yeah, that's it. Sorry.
But you want the
hole at the top.
you want the hole on the other side.
Like
Yeah,
that?
just trying to get the orientation of it, don't know.
The hole goes at the bottom, but that'll be on your right hand side because that's the driver's side. Because that's where your steering will go through, I think, or something to go through.
Yeah, well.
So this hole here goes at the top.
No,
As we're looking at it now.
It only fits in one way, I think.
I think it'll probably only fit in one way.
So it fits in that way. But turn it around. It struggles. No, you can't fit it in. So yeah, it's only one way.
Yeah, it's that way.
No, you're still the wrong way. You want the beam across the top.
The what?
Let's have a look.
Hang on.
No. See how you got them? Now turn it.
Turn what? This or this?
No, I think he's got it the right way, hasn't he?
Can't move it. It's okay.
Because it fits in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The U shape
that doesn't fit in.
That doesn't fit in that way, no.
So it's got to go that way.
It's hard to see on the camera.
Yeah, and that's the only way it'll go, Danno, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So Danno, that fits in place with a DDO4 screw, one of the 17, 16 or whatever it is. A DDO4 screw.
Now, does that get screwed in from this side or the other side?
From the other side, Danno.
Right, bit of oil.
You're going to have to hold it in place. Don't forget you're going to need some oil on it. Bit of a clever device, that, isn't it? Picked up on the oil up. Oh, it nearly worked.
It nearly was, yeah. Need smaller ones.
It jumped off.
If you're off camera, Danny, you can't be helped. It's a big chassis.
Yeah.
Bit of a problem issue, this one as well, this front chassis rail. So you just go in as best you can.
There we go. That is in place.
Yes, correct, Mundo. Okay, so that is step 6 done. Step 7, and you may need to change your page to page 5. Step 7 is identify the raised screw socket circled in blue and peg circled in green on the end of the middle front chassis crossbar. That's the one with the gearbox thing on it, 5601.
The one that we just built.
The one we just built, yeah.
Yep.
So you're going to have to identify that, where that bracket is.
So you've got the bit with the hole in, and then you got the raised bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So then in step 8, you're going to be attaching that to the chassis or placing it on the chassis. So identify the corresponding holes in the chassis, beam 4801 near the mudguard, arrows, fit the crossbar 5601 in place as indicated.
So it's on the inside.
Yeah.
On the inside of the chassis, yeah. So there should be 2 corresponding holes.
I would say,
and then the black bits need to be facing towards the back of the chassis.
So this
the
is
big
the
hole. The big hole in. No, that's the front. That's the front, Danno. Yeah. So the black bits need to be facing upwards and towards the back of the chassis. Goodness me.
Yeah. You got.
Yeah.
So that goes.
Let's have a look.
There.
Yeah.
Well, you got there.
So all you've got to do now is identify them holes of where it fits onto the inside of the chassis there.
You got them black bits. I swing it round. You want the black bits facing the back.
He's got me facing the back now.
Was he?
So it needs to be that way.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Ah, that's better. It fits in better.
Yeah. So, step 9 then. Holding the crossbar 5601 in place, turn the chassis beam over so that you can fix the crossbar in place with a DDO4 screw circle, obviously from the other side, with a bit of oil on it.
Yep.
Because it's metal. And yeah. So find your black bits, that's it. Black bits to the top and facing back, yeah. And then find your hole to proper screw in. And this is going to need to be quite tight.
Yeah, I'm going to go around before we attach them and tighten everything up.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
I don't think the other one was as tight as I could have got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But look, there's a bit loose there.
Yeah.
I'll just do that now.
You can get to them, of course, when you attach the rest of them onto the chassis. So you can go around and finally tighten them once you've got it all together.
That's what I did. I got it all together just in case I needed any slack on the other side.
Yeah. I wouldn't ram it home just yet.
No, I don't. Right. So
yeah,
that's in place.
So that's in place. And just have a look at that central one, Danno. Does it sit central onto the screw? It's not. Has it gone into the hole properly?
It looks slightly off.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So just bring it
I was
there.
going to say, just loosen it and twist it a bit and see if it pops into a hole.
That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Jolly good.
When I'm turning it,
it's trying to turn around. Yeah. They're a bit of a devil, aren't they? Yeah, just don't get it right tight, and then you've got yourself a little bit of slack for putting it together. Okay, you're going to get a drink, are you?
Yeah. That's better.
Okay, so step 10 then. Take the middle rear cross chassis bar, 5602, and identify the fixing point on 4901 near the central joint of the rear left chassis beam. So it's near the central joint there.
Out here?
About there somewhere, yeah.
Where'd you bring your hand was?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Somewhere there. Yeah, you can see two big holes.
Right, we've got these little spike things here.
Okay, then
Are
it's
they facing me, or facing the front, or facing the...
No, they need to be facing upwards, Danno. So...
yeah. So it'd be these two holes here.
It's them two holes there, yes.
Right,
so them little spike things are facing upwards, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Towards the back and all, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. Just a minute, Danno, because I'm going to look at these pictures and see if we can get... Yeah, so that beam that you had, turn it completely around so that them little spiky things are facing the back of the chassis. But...
You'll see it'll go in better.
That's correct, yeah. So, what do we have to do now then? We have to go to, just lost my space on the magazine. So, step 11. Step 11 is fix the crossbar 5602 in place with 2 DDO4 screws. So, remembering to keep the smooth parts, that way, and there's little spike things towards the back end of the chassis, which we are doing, I think. Yeah. And then again, there's 2 screws in there, so it'll need twisting slightly to get into the next one, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay, is there any more chat, Mark, while he's finding a screw?
Just one bit from Facebook. Alex Demetrius says, hello, Danno, Dave say, and everyone watching. Evening, Alex.
Evening.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Thanks for joining.
Wait, that in.
Supertastic. Right. Okay, so step 12. Step 12, Danno, we're moving along the chassis a bit more now to the end. Check the fit of the rear chassis crossbar, 5604, at the rear of the chassis, beam 4901. You will need to move the cable connectors out of the way so that you can fit the end of parts 5604 between the flanges on the beam arrow. So that fits between the flanges.
So
You can see there's 2 flanges there.
this pusher.
Yeah, it fits between there.
And does the hole go
And
into the center?
the diamond piece goes in towards the chassis. So that way. That's it.
Like that.
Yep. Yeah.
So that drops into these basically.
Yeah, and you screw in from the top.
Yeah.
And that's two screws.
Yeah. Okay, and fix the crossbar 5604 in place from the top with 2 PM DD04 screws. And then you have to turn it over, Danno, and put another 2 screws in on the other side. Okay. And obviously that's into metal again, so you need some oil.
Yeah. I think we could put these on before we put the mud guard on.
I suppose we could have done, yeah.
And then it would, because we're obviously turning it around.
Yeah, the mud gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And again, I advise you don't ram them until you get the rest of them on.
Just put them down there.
A little bit more chat, Mark?
Yeah, there is. We've got D says evening to Alex. Alex Demetrius says hello, Max Modz and Dave Mill. Evening, Alex. And Rascal Hobby says howdy, Alex.
I know Alex has used me full name instead of Geordie Dave. Right. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna phone me mum now, so it's not too late.
Okay.
Why you are doing this?
All right. No problem. Okay, so
That's that done.
that's that done. Jolly good, well done. Okay, so now then, what do we have to do? Step 15 says this shows all 4 crossbars fixed in place on the left chassis beam. So and it's just a little bit too small to get into your camera. There we are. Yeah. That's the way. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, well done. So now we turn the page, Danno, and it's fitting the right chassis beam. So step 1. So you're going to need your right chassis beam. And This is where you're going to have to line everything up very, very carefully. Okay, so it says take the right chassis beam and position it so that the ends of all the crossbar elements are aligned with screw holes in the beam. Fix the points on the right chassis beam are similar to those on the left chassis beam. When fixing, do not fully tighten the screws until they are all in place. Okay, so it's just a case, Danno, of going along each one. Now I suggest you go for the middle two first, but that's entirely up to you.
So that's what I was just about to say. Where do you think the best place to start?
Yeah, I would the end one, the back one, I would say slot it in if it'll slot in, and then go for the middle two, and then your front one. They should all actually pop in nicely to the spaces that they should go into, but you might need a little bit of fiddling about.
Yeah.
It's going to be very awkward for you to get into camera. Don't worry too much about that. Just worry about getting them all fixed into the proper places. And I think, look at that, you've done it more or less in one go, haven't you? Yeah, so there should be all the same screws, Danno, but just on the other side. And all you've got to do is screw it together. So, and I would suggest you don't do them too tight, so you've got a bit of wriggle room to move it around.
Right. I've just put the wrong screw in. That's why it didn't grip.
All right. So you should just have the rest of them DDR4s to put in.
Yeah, I've got spare ones from the.
All right.
No, we don't. Push that up slightly there. There we go. Right.
I was going to say it's easily done if you've.
Yeah.
All you've got to do is make sure that they sit nicely into the grooves when you screw them in. So you need to.
That's just.
And it's going to be quite a pain getting it all fixed together. But once they go together, and once you get a couple of screws in, hopefully it'll slot nicely together. Just take it nice and steady. Plenty of time.
We'll get this part in first. That's the front one done.
Okay, jolly good. I think we'll wait till Dave comes back to read that message. Mark, is that all right?
Yeah, I was thinking that anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
More fireworks going off.
More fireworks. Goodness me.
Oh.
What you may need to do, Danno, is just make sure that them other two centre ones are seated properly in the holes in the chassis before you go for that end one.
Hard to see.
Yeah, difficult to see, and difficult to turn over with the mudguards on as well.
Yeah. Got that one in. Just need one more on that side, and then
I was going to say go for your centre one as well.
we're doing this one here.
Yeah.
So I've just got the second screw to get in. Oh, that's going in a lot easier now.
Jolly good. So go in a few turns, but don't take it all the way. Yeah, there's little pegs that fit into the chassis side, you see, from them. And you've got to make sure that the little pegs are lined up into the holes, etc.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be going down the road and the chassis will fall apart. Okay, so for the rest of the instructions for steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 is all screwing the screws in all the different places that they go in the chassis. So I'm not going to read all them instructions out because, as you know, Danno, you've got all them screws to get in on each side.
Yeah. That's what. So this one here, I was trying to screw it into there.
Ah, right.
Okay. The pin. I go, this is blocked up. Then I looked on the other side and went, yeah, it's a pin.
Yeah. So right, and then you've got them wires to see to at the back.
Yep.
Okay. Just take your time, nice and steady. Good evening to those who have just joined the chat. We're just leaving the chat until Geordie Dave comes back because there is a message in there, a special message in there for him. And Geordie Dave's just on the phone at the minute, so he will be back shortly. But we haven't forgotten you in the chat.
We're going to flip this over and do the bottom ones first. I have got the screw in at the top, but just keep turning it around.
Yeah, that's okay. Get them in nice and even. It's going to be a solid chassis, is this one, isn't it?
Yep.
So everybody out there in Chatland or anybody that's watching, subscribe to Danno's channel, Danno's Universe here. Because obviously it could do with the subscribers. And while you're doing it, give him a nice thumbs up as well. Because he's doing really well. Don't want to go in that one, does it?
No. And I can see the hole, and the whole line lined up. I'm going to turn it back around and unscrew that these two.
I was just going to say, just loosen them off a little bit so you've got a bit of wriggle room. And then you can maybe get them lined up a little bit better. It looks like they are a job to line up, doesn't it?
Yeah. Unscrewing the bottom ones.
The camera's just frozen. Oh, it's okay. It's unfrozen now. Yeah, I can still hear you. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm squeezing it together. I've unscrewed these ones and the ones on the other side a bit. And I need to just squeeze it in a bit.
Just give you a bit of wriggle room, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, one of our local towns has got its Christmas lights on this evening.
I was doing the other Tuesday.
The rain must have caused some bother at my mum. She had an electric outage last night.
Oh dear.
And they've got it's not completely on. They've got a power thing down the street to give them power.
Oh my goodness me.
So the only thing I can think is the rain must have hit the substation and caused bother.
Must have done, yeah. Well, while you're tightening them up, Danno, we'll ask Matt to bring the chat up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got Gillian Dots. I would like to wish Dave a happy anniversary for tomorrow.
Thank
With
you.
lots of love and kisses.
Yeah, that's Geordie Dave. 2131 says, evening, fine people. My chat weren't working. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
DVD Harris says, good evening to Steve 131. Dave Matt Bill says, evening at Steve 131 and at Alex Demetrius. Steve 131 says, hello D Harris, sir. And Steve 131 says, hello Dave Mack. And Steve also says, nice to see you join together.
Yeah.
And just another one. Mary Oliver says, great show, very well done, all four.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dave Matt Bill says, happy anniversary for tomorrow, Gillian and Dave.
Thank you.
D Harris says, and a happy anniversary tomorrow, Geordie and Gillian.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Happy anniversary to you both, and hope there's many more happy years together. So, and yeah, you get less for murder, wouldn't you?
Another 2 years, I'll be 30.
Hey, jolly good, sure. Well, Danno, you haven't finished yet.
What? You got a pipe, haven't you? Have you put that?
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So that pipe goes into the center one where the gearbox thing is, where the black pipes are, and you'll find that the little prongs go into two. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I think it's specially shaped just to tuck in the chassis there as well.
God, mine was a nightmare to get on.
It says that it's a push fit connection. So you might have to tuck it inside the chassis and then click it in.
Yeah, I'd put mine on and then I realised, oh God, it's on the outside of the chassis. I better flip and put them back. I had to pull it out and put it back in. There we go.
There we are. Jolly good.
Got it on easier than mine.
Well done. So, right, we're on to the next issue then, aren't we?
Yeah.
The next issue is 57.
This is no man's land to me.
And you're actually breaking new ground for me.
Same with me.
57. Wow.
You're going to be ahead of Christine. Sure,
Yeah. Yeah, Heather Christine, yeah. And me and everybody else.
Yeah.
So, right, Danno. So we're fixing the engine to the chassis. Wow.
Get rid of these screws that we've used up.
Yeah, because in this issue we've got 3 lots of screws.
Yeah.
He's getting ahead because he doesn't know when he'll get back on again with the Christmas coming up.
Yeah, working Christmas and such like, yeah.
You know what my rotor can be like all over the place, so just sort of get all this out the way, and then hopefully next month I'll get a couple of days where I can do it again.
Yeah. So, Danno, have you got your engine assembly?
Yep.
Because you're going to need that.
Oh, cameras are here. That.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as you've got it close by. Okay, so let's have a look at the parts then. So the parts we've got supplied is 5701. It's a support bracket for electrical control device labelled L for left.
Right.
So I'm gathering that the other one will be labelled R for right.
Yeah. That's all. And there's the L there.
Aye. Hell of a time.
Glad you showed us now where to look.
Yeah, and then then we've got 5702. We've got the cab closing mechanism. That's the black bit. The cab closing mechanism. Wow. Okay, and then we've got the support bracket for tank labelled R.
That's that.
That's that one. And then we've got 3 lots of screws. We've got 4 DP07s, and it's best probably if you put the bag in the thing, and then you'll know which is which, won't you?
That's what I'm going to do.
Because on the next one,
on the floor. Just wait.
Oh, the parts that's in there.
There's more screws and parts.
So 4 DP07s. So okay, and then you've got 5 DP06s.
That's these ones are very small.
Yeah. So it's best if you keep them separate. Five DP06s. Okay, and then you've got 7 DD04s. The good old DD04s.
Screws, isn't it?
What can go there? Not there. Get rid of this rubbish.
Okay. Right. This is going to be a big one, Danno. Okay. So it's step 1, and we're fitting the engine to the chassis.
So we don't need these 3 parts at the moment.
You don't need them 3 parts at the moment.
Need the engine.
Okay. So, oh, excuse me. So it says take the chassis assembly from the previous issue and the engine assembly from issue 35. The engine assembly will be fitted into the chassis arrow. So you need to put the radiator at the front and the exhaust tucked under that middle bracket.
So it goes in like this.
Yes. And can you see, hold it there a minute, Danno, can you see on the gearbox there's a hole? Yeah. And there's a hole in the center there. That's what you're heading for. Okay. A little bit further, so you're going to have to tilt it and twist it, and it's very delicate to hold and manipulate it.
Right.
And just a second, Danno. The black pipe that sticks out to the side, that needs to be on top of the wing.
Like this?
Yeah. And I'm just having
the hole.
Just having a quick look at the rest of the. Right. So what I'm going to try and do is read through these while you try and carefully manipulate that into place. So it says fit the exhaust through the opening in the chassis between the mudguards, then move the main part of the engine assembly into position. Between the front chassis beams, note the raised screw socket on the top of the gearbox circle, which fits under the crossbar, which you know about, don't you?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So then it says for step 3, when in position, the radiator fan sits on front of the crossbar 5607. The screw hole in the crossbar 5601 fits over the raised screw socket on the top of the gearbox 3001. Okay, I just want to check with you the front cross member over the radiator there, under the radiator.
You might want to make sure your wires are out the way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what we might need to do is we might need to look at the wires to see if they're actually long enough to go into the circuit board.
Not that side, the other side.
The front, where the radiator is. That's it. Remember underneath the radiator, you've got the circuit board, haven't you?
Yeah.
You might be able to slide that cover off, I think.
No.
No, is it?
Are the wires long enough?
Upside down.
Yeah. They look long enough.
Yeah. We need to move that back in now.
Yeah, carefully maneuver it back in if you can. Okay.
Does that need to be pushed down? Like, you know how on the engine you've got that little nugget thing that's sticking up?
Yeah, that's a screw hole.
Yep. Does that need to be further down? Because it looks like it's like sitting on it, but
the best thing we could probably do is try screwing it. So, because that's the first thing it tells us to do, Danno. So it says when in position in the radiator, the fan sits on the front of the crossbar. The screw hole in the crossbar 5601 fits over a raised screw socket on the top of the gearbox, and it says use a DP07 screw. Did we get DP07s?
yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh God.
So DP07 screw, a bit of oil.
Yep.
You'll know if it's in properly because the screws on the side should line up.
Yeah.
Is that attaching to it?
No.
That's maybe not in properly then. You'll need to find the screws, the screw holes on the side, and there'll be a couple of screw holes on the side that hold the engine together.
Oh, yeah. See them. Yeah. Right, so let's get that there.
Okay. Now try popping the screw.
Come back. Come on.
Once it's lined up, it should.
Yeah.
You've go too far.
It's not easy because obviously you've got all this wires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'll be as gentle as I can, but
Yeah. Just try and manipulate it steadily if you can.
I'm going to move the mat because I think that may be part of the problem.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not sure it's pushing down properly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. So you're going to pop a screw in there if you can.
Yeah.
Well, while Danno is doing that, we've had a bit more chat. Gillian Doc says thank you.
You're welcome, Gillian.
Steve131 says happy anniversary from me. Eric says happy anniversary with some celebration verses. D. Harris says now you get a size scale. Is this the chassis for the engine and cab? Think of chassis for the trailer.
Exactly.
Yes, that is worth better.
Okay.
I think. Hang on, go on then.
No, sorry. So Steve131 says good point, D. And Darth DMC says the screw in the gearbox does go down away.
Yeah.
I just want to get that out before when you were doing it.
Yeah.
You've got a pink flipping truck here.
Yeah.
Right, Danno.
But I think what was the problem is because I had on the cushion, I couldn't. There was no. You need to get your hands under here, and push it up so you can actually get the screw in, because that was keep dropping.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So for the next step, Danno, you want to be under the mudguards towards the chassis. And it says, step 4, at the side of the assembly, identify the screw hole in the right front chassis beam, 5001, near the mudguard circled. Use a DP07 screw and fix the beam in the side of the engine. So, and it's exactly the same the other side. So underneath the mudguard there, into the side of the chassis rail, you'll see just after the gearbox, connecting to the engine. That's it. Yeah, in that direction there should be a hole that connects it to the engine.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So you've got one to put in there, Danno, and then one in the other side, exactly the same, the other side of the chassis. And they're both DP07s.
And it's getting some weight to it.
Yeah. It will do now. It's looking super fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from it looking pink, that is.
It looked more pink when you took it off that mat.
It did, yeah.
I think it's this light as well.
Yeah. It's your light, isn't it? So you got them two in?
Yep.
Okay, jolly good. So now we're going to be fitting support brackets. And step 1 is take the support bracket 5703 labeled R and identify the fixing point on the right front chassis beam 5001. 2 pegs fit into the holes, white arrows, and the screw holes on both parts have to be aligned yellow arrows. So I do believe you need the chassis turning round.
So the engine, yeah. So I need to be the
engine. Your engine at the other end, yeah. So spin it right round. That's it. Okay.
Oh.
So you're doing the right chassis rail first, which is the one that's nearest to you. And you want the R chassis rail. Okay. And that's going to fit into them 2 screw holes. Just trying to get the orientation of this bracket. It goes underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it go underneath? Go on top. No, it goes on top. Sorry, I couldn't get the orientation of it. So, right, yeah. The L part of the bracket goes like upside down so that there's one bit going down the side of the chassis and one bit coming across the top of the mudguard. Like that, yeah. In that orientation, like exactly like that. So if you fit that to the side of the chassis there, you should see 2 screw holes that it fixes to. Yeah, down there. And they want to be screwed in with DDO4 screws.
Very good. Yeah.
So they want to be screwed in with DDO4s.
But yeah.
That's the way it goes, I know, yeah. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, DO4, so these bottom ones.
DDO4s, yeah. So, and you're going to need oil again because obviously it's into metal. Okay, so don't tighten it right now because what you've got to do is manipulate it a little bit to the top of the mudguard. I think you've just done that, haven't you?
I think it's just went under automatically. Aye.
Yeah, and it sits on top there of the mudguard. And later on, you'll be putting 3 screws in there. Yeah, lovely job.
So that's going to strengthen their mud guards up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So, Danno, you've now got to the arm of the bracket 5703, the screw holes along the top so that the circles are aligned with the screw sockets on the top of the right mudguard. Okay, so 2 screws, I think, or is it 3? It's 2, I think. So I think we're putting them in the outer 2 ones. Right, the only one is put them into certain screw holes.
Yeah.
So the one towards the end of the bracket. So near that silver thing on the end. Okay.
Yeah.
One there, yeah, and one near the sticking up bit.
Loosen that off a bit, just so I can push it in a bit.
I was going to say, just so you have a bit of slack, yeah.
Right, so what screws are going into these ones?
So what screws are they? They are DPO6s.
Oh, these are smaller ones.
So you've got to use 2 DPO6s. They're the very small ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
That looks like where the cables sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's tanks and all that going on the top of that.
So there's one right in the end. And then it looks like there's one
Further in.
further in, yeah.
I think it is. So this one here, because the other 2 holes, they've got little blockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't get anything in them anyways.
I thought they had, yeah. So yeah, pop that little screw in there. And once you get that in there, go back and tighten that bracket up.
Could you imagine if this was in 1/8 scale?
Be massive, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You need an actual truck just to move it.
You do, yeah.
There we go.
Here's your reminder.
Okay.
Alexa.
And that's that one done.
Okay. Right. So what you need to do now, Danno, is to turn the whole thing around and do exactly the same on that side as what you've just done. Yep.
This one goes right there. And
You can maybe sit that on there, yeah.
Darth DMC says the black piece is the trickiest part to attach. Leave some slack in both red brackets.
Ah, right. Okay, thank you, Darth.
right, hang on. What was screws to go to there? Oh, 4.
Yeah. Goodness me, yeah. I've lost the plot. Yeah, DDO4s. DDO4s for the metal for the bracket.
And then the 6.
And then DPO6s on the top. And as Darth said, you might have to leave them slack a little bit just to give you a little wriggle room to get the black piece on, which we'll be doing next.
Yes.
Now we've got that cuckoo again.
Hey, that didn't seem like an hour.
Say again?
That didn't feel like an hour.
No, it didn't know.
Well, when you're having fun, time goes quick.
And that's good.
Okay, jolly good. So now you've done 4, 5, 6, and 7 steps. So now we're on to step 1 of fitting the cab closing mechanism. Okay, so you want the black piece and take the cab closing mechanism 5702 and check how it fits over the engine. Note that the arm red circle goes below on the left. Okay, so we've got
that's the side of the pipe, the black pipe. No, it's not.
Yes,
that's this side of this because there's the
exhaust.
Exhaust, yeah, is the left side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, so it needs to be that way.
Yeah, so you see the sticking out bit on the black bit. Okay, it says it goes on the left. The tabs on each side of part 5702 fit into the channels in the support brackets 5701 and 5703. So that's them L brackets that it fits inside of.
Yeah.
The raised screw socket circled in yellow below align with screw holes in the brackets circled, and the pegs fit into the holes blue arrows. Okay, and if you can get that to fit each side, then we can talk about what screws we're going to use.
I think this is why I don't see that should get loose a bit.
Yeah. This is where Darth says it might be helpful just to loosen them L brackets off a little bit to give you a bit of wriggle room. It says you may find it easier to fit part 5702 if you temporarily loosen the holding brackets 5702 and 5703 in place. This shows the cab closing mechanism 5702 in place over the engine between the support brackets. Note the position of the arm blue arrow. So yeah, we've got the blue arrow arm on the proper side. What you've got to do is loosen it off so you can fit that in nicely, because you have got to put in each side.
That's good.
Okay, so it says fix part 5702 to the support bracket 5703 with a DD04 screw, and it says repeat on the other side of the assembly and fix part 5702 to the support bracket 5701. So basically, Danno, it's a DD04 screw in each side, screwing into that plastic, and then you've got to tighten it all back up again. Don't forget that's going into plastic, that one.
Yeah.
But the other two that's holding the support bracket, they need tightening as well, don't they, each side?
Yeah.
This is where a lazy Susan comes in handy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd be using is my lazy Susan, I think.
I've lost the screw, but I found it.
And then finally tighten your brackets up. It's looking cool. It's looking cool.
screws going in.
Yeah. I'm just going around tightening.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause he's got a few loose ones that he needs to tighten back up again.
One of the screws on that side of the L bracket, I unscrewed it a bit too far, and when I turned it, it fell out.
And it fell out, did it? Okay.
Yeah, so I found it, so it was all right.
Okay, jolly good.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, so that's completed work, Danno. The engine has been fitted to the chassis and supports, and the cab mechanism has been fixed in place. Well done.
Right.
Okay, so now we're moving on to issue 58.
Any more chat?
No. No.
That's the last one.
This is the last one.
Okay.
There's been something to do in these last few issues.
Yeah.
A lot to do, yeah, a lot to do in these issues.
I think it's made it worth it compared to what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a year of what you've been doing, though, worth it. A whole year.
Yeah.
Took a whole year
Right.
to put the engine in.
Okay, so I'm definitely on new ground now. I've not seen this before. I've not seen anybody build it or anything, so okay.
So,
Come on, get out.
All right, check your time.
oh yes, I have seen this one, but yeah. I think the most trickiest part's going to be that red pipe.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one built before, so
I've seen it built, and the trickiest part's that red pipe.
I've not looked ahead, so
Got there, well. Got plenty of screws in this issue by the looks of it.
yeah, there's 3 lots of screws. You've got DPO6, you've got DPO6, DDO3, and DDO1.
And before I get going, actually, I'll just this screw pot again.
So, have you got any DPO6s from your last one?
I think so, but
You're going to start afresh, are you?
yeah, just so it's easier, it's clear.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Do that. Right, do a quick pour check.
Okay, so this is issue 58. I build the Eddie Stobart. We're doing the engine and chassis details. Parts are fitted to the engine and chassis assembly completed in the previous issue. So the parts that are supplied are 5801, a pipe for the tank in black.
What's the start?
Yeah. 5801. 5802 is the tank part 1.
Yeah, that one there.
Okay, and 5802 is the tank part 2.
That's not there.
5803, sorry, part 2. That's got more holes in. 5804 is the cab closing plate.
That's that.
Yeah. And 5805 is the electrical control device.
That.
Which is that one. 5806 is the cover for electrical control device.
That's that.
5807 is the tank cap.
That's that. I'm putting that in my screw pot.
Yeah, because that's a little black bit. 5809. No, 58. Oh, hang on.
8.
5808 is the radiator pipe.
That is the hardest thing.
That's the red pipe.
Yep.
It's got to be the
Okay.
trickiest one bit to do. Even Dolph's saying that.
Okay, so 5809 is 2 pins.
And that in this bag here.
Okay, 2 pins. Couldn't give 2 pins. And 5810 is DP06 screws.
That's them. So cut them open now.
Yeah.
And that goes into there.
So there should only be 2 of them, is there?
Only 2.
Yeah. 5811 is 3 DD03 screws.
That's these ones.
DD03s.
Yeah, go into this. But yeah.
And then 5812 is 3 DD01s, and they're black.
Yep.
We've had a bit more chat. So Darth DMC says, fitting the red pipe in this one is fiddly. Read the steps on both pages first.
Okay.
And that's all the chat.
That's all the chat.
Right.
So, yeah. So, first off, then we're going to be fitting the tank and electrical control device. So, step 1, take the tank part 5803 and fit it to the support bracket 5703. Screw holes on part 5803 fit into the raised screw socket on the bracket.
So before I do that, I'm going to turn this over, turn it around.
Yeah. So
That's
you want
where we're on here.
that's where it's going. Yeah. So find the black bottom part of the tank. The cutout bit goes near them pipes. That's correct. Okay. Yes, indeed. Just when we get that and land up, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Are you happy? Happy that's where it's going? Yeah. Okay. So fix the tank to the bracket using 2 DD01s. That's the black ones.
And does this need to be oiled?
Yeah, because it's going into metal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think it's going into metal.
Yeah, them brackets are metal.
Yeah, they are.
So these are the black ones, aren't they? Black screws.
Screw to get in.
Well, the black screws, are they?
Yeah.
Matte coated shoes.
Yeah.
You got a pink model again.
Oh, it's gone pink again.
Maybe that smaller cushion at the back where you're screwing the front stuff down, so you got a bit of balance.
Yeah, maybe that would do it better, yeah. Taking some getting in them, aren't they?
Yep. I think there might be some stuck.
As you go back a bit and go down.
So just about to do. Take it out. Did I say went in fade? Let's try again.
Ian Campbell.
I know. Steve 131's gone for beef. I think that's beef for black. And Ian Campbell says, "Crikey, she's still going."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still going in.
It's it.
Okay, jolly good. Right. So step 3 then is fit the neck of the tank. Oh goodness me! Fit the neck of the tank cap into the recess in the outer end of the tank part 5803. The flat end of the part 5807 should fit flush against the inside of the tank. Hold the part in place. So it's like the little cap end, the black little cap end.
Yeah.
Sits in and it's like pointing upwards. Sits in this end and it's like pointing upwards. It says put the pipes in, and you've already done that. Oops. Fiddly little one is this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ian says, "Progress defo made."
Definitely, Ian, yeah. Definitely. He's a good builder, he's Danno. Good lad. Just sort of slots in. It's a bit funny. There we are. Sure, it goes in that sort of area.
Oh,
Okay. You've got the red pipes in already, haven't you?
Yep.
Okay. So make sure the 2 red pipes are in. Fit in the semicircular recess at the side of the tank. Yeah, we've done that. Step 5 says place the top of the tank 5802 on the top part of 5803 so that the pipes on the tank are held in place. This is a push fit connection. Should be a nice snap.
They're in place now.
Okay. Is that all right, Danno?
Yep.
Okay, jolly good, well done. So then it says for step 6, take the electrical control device. That's the one with the holes in. Yeah, you needed to turn it around. Sorry about that. Take the electrical control device, 5805, that's the silver bit, and identify the fixing point on the top of the support bracket on the other side. And it says the 2 screw holes in part 5805 fit onto the raised screw sockets. Fix in place with 2 DDO3 screws. So 2 DDO3s.
Ian's gone, where's his mat gone?
Yeah, Ian says today we'll be posting some stuff back plus an extra.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Ian.
And Ian says, "Where has me mat gone?"
We could make a song about that. Where has me gone? Me mat gone? Where has me mat
But he'll
gone?
be coming back on, just sometimes he needs a hard surface.
Yeah.
So that's correct, Danno. 1 in each side and a drop of oil. There is a song similar to that, Ian, isn't there? Where's me mat gone? No. What is it? I can't remember what they call it now.
I've heard of the
Sure.
song.
Pardon?
Where's my mother gone?
Where's your mother gone?
Where's your papa? No, yeah. Where's your papa gone?
Where's me mat gone?
Papa gone. Where's your papa gone?
Where's your building mat gone? Far, far away.
We could bring Baby Ware into this, but I think that we're going too far.
Right, so.
I think that's Susie Quattro song.
Oh, I don't know, Dave.
Last night I heard your mama singing.
That's not Chili Quattro.
Not. Can't remember. It's a freaking 60s song, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, Danno. So we've got them two on. So now we need to fit the cover of the electrical control device, which is step 8, and this is a push fit connection.
And you need the model.
Crafty Chris says hacked gone.
Hat gone.
Building with the boys. Scott says it's looking great now. It's getting some structure.
Careful.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hey.
Hope you get it. Yours is getting better. And then
Chirpy, middle of the road.
yeah, chirpy.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
That's better.
Okay, jolly good, Danno. Well done. Right, we're on to the black pipe now. So that's fitting the pipe details. So that's on page 6. And
Put your blue mat back under.
yeah, you need blue mat, I think. Yeah. So I'll let you do that, and then we'll.
I prefer to see a red. I prefer to see a red engine than a pink engine.
No, there you go, Ian. There's the mat back.
Yeah. Super. Right. Okay. So you want the black pipe, Danno. It says take the black tank pipe 5801 and fit the lower end into the hole in the front right chassis beam next to the support bracket 5703. Note the orientation. So the top part of the pipe looks as though it's going into that black tank.
Ah. Right. So there's a hole there.
Yeah. And it goes into the chassis. It says fit the top end of the pipe into the large hole in the end of the tank. And the other bit goes into the chassis bit. Might have to do with the chassis bit first.
Okay. Ian says, I love that song. I listened to it when I was 4 or 5 and when I was mid-20s. I finally worked out what the song was and I often play it.
Yeah.
Then it's got Welcome, Matt.
Welcome home. Welcome. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go up in place.
All right, well done, Danno. Right, so the next bit then is the red pipe. And we've got to read through some bits now. So this is step 3, 4, and 5. And is it 6? Could be. I don't know. Let's have a look. So step 3 then for the red pipe says take the red pipe at 5808. And you just need that engine sort of spinning around a bit. You've got it nearly the right way. So holding it as shown, feed the pipe with the screw hole into the engine behind the radiator. See also the following steps. Okay, so you might need it on its side a little bit. Yeah, so you can see that. You're going to have to thread that up.
Yes,
through the front part, through the very front part, Danno. So you're going to have to go up right close to the radiator, I believe.
This is a very tricky part, this.
Yeah.
I think I've watched everybody struggle with this.
Okay.
I've got upside down.
Okay, so this shows the pipe 58 in position behind the radiator. The arrow indicates the end of the pipe with a screw hole as it is in position. So step 5 says turn the assembly so that you can access the underside of the engine. Fit the peg on the lower part of the pipe into the hole in the back of the radiator housing. If necessary, any excess paint can be removed with a small file. Now we're going to be looking for, I believe, a small hole on the bottom part of the radiator there. So when the lower end of the pipe is fitted, the top of the pipe with a screw hole should be positioned in a recess in the main coolant pipe. Turn the assembly so that you can fix the top of the pipe 5808 in place with a DPO6 screw. Right. I can't quite actually make out where the pipe's gone right now.
No. Oh, at the bottom of the radiator, Danny, can you see a hole?
A bit of a divot where it might go slip into. But also you've got to see somewhere at the top where the screw might connect the top end of the pipe. I reckon if you took...
Right, so I reckon on this side here, because that's what... And that... It's what? Right.
Yeah, try popping the pipe through. So if you looked at step 6, it might give you a clue where that pipe goes. And if you looked at step 7, which is on page 7, step 6 and 7, the yellow arrow shows you where the pipe goes into the engine.
I'm trying to get this into a position where it looks like that to me.
Yeah. And then see where the pipe ends up once you poke it in.
Is it here?
Radiator end, yeah.
That goes there?
Down there, as far as I'm aware, yes.
There must be a hole in the radiator down there somewhere.
Oh,
so this part, Danno, you might have to get your dad to help you later on, because it's not very clear on where it should actually go. So if you looked at steps 6 and 7 on page 7, follow them yellow arrows. That's at the top there. Follow them yellow arrows.
So I can get the book open and have a look myself.
Have a look and see where you can find some bits where it might go through. So you would need the engine turning over, Danno, to see the top of the pipe, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Turn that over. Yeah. And now looking where the air filter is there, look in that side of the engine and see if you can see where the pipe goes. That's the air filter, yeah. Yeah. Look in that between the radiator and the engine. There's a pipe that goes across the top there, isn't there? Nearly to the top of the radiator.
This one here?
Yes, that pipe. Just follow that along a little bit of there. There, where your finger is, you'll see that's where the top end of that pipe needs to go. But you're going to have to feed it up from underneath so that the screw fits into that bit. And that'll be the trick, is feeding it up from the bottom to make it so that that pipe ends up in that little junction underneath there to pop the screw in.
It goes here. We finger it. Just
so try and slot it up from underneath.
I'm just looking for some tweezers. I had them before.
Do you want to bring the chat up, Mark, before we go any further?
Aye, I've got the magazine out. That looks really flipping.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so Ian Campbell says best song is John Denver, Grandma's Feather Bed. Ian Campbell says, hi, Crafty Chris, hope you are well. Steve131 says, Annie's song. D. Harris says, take Alex D advice, look at both pages.
Yeah.
And Ian Campbell says, Steve131, good song too. I love all of John Denver. Shame what happened. And Steve131 says, Ian certainly didn't know he had a drink problem.
These ones are no good. But...
If you're struggling with that pipe, John,
I'm trying to get it.
if you want to leave it, I can come and give you.
See, I can't help because I don't know. I ain't got magazines.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult to describe. You've just got to feed it up between the engine and the radiator. And the top part of the pipe screws into the what we'd probably call the water pump. It's like doing brain surgery.
I wonder if it was this difficult on the real one.
No, you'd be able to get your hands in the real one.
I got the pipe right way around. Screw hole on the top.
Yes. It's literally. I could. There. Wait.
This is a swear job. Swear job.
Swear jar, yeah. Then you're getting it somewhere near now.
I'll be calling it everything.
Oh, so close.
Just dropped it.
Yeah.
Right, so Crafty Chris says hi to Ian. D says, Ian Campbell, I enjoyed Roy Orbison when I was a kid, but had to listen to ABBA as well.
Mm.
And Ian put at D Harris, Roy, I can listen to, but never really loved it. Now Freddie Mercury, that's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
There'll never be another Freddie Mercury, will we?
Looking at this, you want to be leading it up from the bottom.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what it's doing, yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge it in.
If you can find that hole in the radiator and get that in, it'll tell you big, massive style.
God. Wait in.
Okay, so you're gonna need a screw to hold that in, then, Danno.
Yeah.
And your screw. I just lost my page at the minute because I've got a dog. I'm trying to. Your screw is the DPO6.
Oh, the small one.
Yeah, DPO6.
Everything's going to be small over there.
Yeah. So, you know what Elvis said about Roy Orbison, don't you? Elvis said that Roy Orbison could out-sing Elvis. Except he never let him know that. He just told a few close friends, did Elvis, that Roy Orbison could actually sing him.
What's up?
The square.
Keeps turning.
Yes, get in. Yeah, I did.
Danno, congratulations, mate. Wow, well done. Right, okay. Goodness me. All right, so we're going to be fitting now the cab closing plate. Okay, so that's the black bit.
Yep.
So step 1 says, let's hope I haven't missed anything out with all the excitement. So the black cab closing plate is fitted to the top of the cab closing mechanism. The flanges on each of the plate fit either side of the eyelets on the ends of the arms on part 5702. The tab on part 5804 fits into a recess in the back edge of the part. And it says this shows the cab closing plate in place.
Oh, this is where you got to put them 2 pins on either side.
So
Yeah.
just trying to get my orientation here of which is which. I think that's correct, yeah. So, okay, step 3 done. Step 3 says take one of the pins, 5809, and fit it through the holes in the flanges at one end of the part 5804 arrow to hold it in place of the end of the arm on part 5702. Goodness me. So why they just can't tell us just to put 2 pins in the ends of it? I don't know.
So you put the pins in before you fix it down?
Yeah.
Or you can work off the model then.
The pins do fix it down.
Okay.
So yeah, the pins go through and you can squeeze them in. It says you might need fan nose pliers to gently push the pin in place so that the ends are flush with the outer sides of the tabs on part 5804. Repeat to fit the second pin on the other part.
Got the first pin in.
You've got the first pin in. Well done. Okay, do you want to bring up the chat, Mark?
Yeah. Right. So Ian Campbell says, never be a Freddie or Michael Jackson. Left us too young, both idiots, for dabbling into the wrong stuff.
I agree. I agree.
Rascal's Hobby says, making great progress, Danno.
Thank you.
The Harris says Roy was one of the only singers could go from one of the lowest notes to the highest notes directly after each other, or vice versa.
Yes, that's correct.
And then Ian Campbell says, true, D. Harris. And Ian Campbell says, I really would have liked to see how Buddy Holly would have got on, again, gone too soon.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, was the day the music died.
The day the music died. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, now the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and pie.
Singing this would be the day that I die.
And we're having all our American cousins singing along with us now, because
You still not got that pin in it.
hey,
Got the first one in.
Is it a nightmare?
The first one went in easy. This one just doesn't want to go in.
just make sure your rolls are okay for putting it in. There's no flasher among the holes or anything.
Hold the thing.
I don't think I'd be using tweezers because in case that pin flies off.
Yeah.
I'd be usually thick. Can you not get it in with your finger?
Well, you maybe could, Geordie Dave.
Just get it so far. Just get it. I know what you're getting at now.
Sorry, I lost it there.
It's done.
Well done, Danno. Right, so that's completed work. A tank, an electrical control device, and 2 pipes have been fitted to the engine, and a plate has been fixed to the top of the cab control mechanism. Well done, mate. Well done.
Done.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. So do you want to show what's coming next time?
Yep.
Okay.
More pots.
So you've got air tanks, pipes and connectors, parts for 2 air tanks, plus a rack, tank holders, pipe, a filter, pipes, connectors and a pipeline. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yorkshire Crafter says, sing along with the Eddie.
Yeah.
And Gillian says, very well done and a massive thumbs up. Thank you all for helping him again.
You're welcome.
And D. Harris says hell of the build tonight, Danno. Excellent show.
2 hours.
Ian Campbell says, Levy was dry. Yes, Dave. I think that Phil Collins will soon be in that Hall of Fame. He's not looking good. I'm just glad I saw him live in Nottingham a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. Oh, what was this? Who's this guy? The hat.
The hat. Not the one like the idea though.
Nah, that's over there. I've got plenty of hats.
That's
Oh yeah, you've got loads of hats.
That's the Titanic hat.
That's
when Gentleman George comes in.
Aye.
Gentleman, my. Okay, Rascal Hobbies says, oh, wrong one. Great stream, guys.
Thank you.
Ian Campbell says, great stream.
Thank you.
And Drew Harry says, a very good night, all hosts. Until the next show, stay well, all.
Thank you.
And then D. Harris says, and a good night, all in the chat.
Night.
Good night. Yeah. Wow. Danno, that was superb. Brilliant build, mate. Absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Even though, you know, it's from my point of view, it's tough. From your point of view, it's even tougher because obviously building live. So yeah, well done. That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
So the only thing I would say is go back over your screws, make sure they're all tight.
Yeah.
Okay, when you've got 5 minutes, and just make sure they're all tight. What you've done tonight. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. Enjoyed that. Superb. Whew.
Right, so tomorrow is Horlix at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
For his camper. Unfortunately, I won't be there because I'll be travelling home from being somewhere. So, but Dave's going to do the instructions because I've uploaded them to our Google Drive for him.
And I'll be there doing the chat.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so give us, don't make it too long for us, but the chat's going mad again here.
Yeah, I know. So Ian Campbell says night D. Ian Campbell says night all. The After MC says very well done, Danno. Mammoth build.
Yeah.
And D. Harris says good night at Ian Campbell.
Yeah. Well. So yeah, that was absolutely a mammoth build without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, goodness me, all them issues that I've not seen before because obviously we're up to the end of our pack now, aren't we? Of what we've got. So 58, like, so yeah, brilliant. So yeah, jolly good. I've thoroughly enjoyed that, Danno, and seeing it all come together. And I can't wait to get mine done now, but I'll have to wait because I ain't got time to do it. So, right, okay.
It would say they go both first.
Well, I will because I'll get these last bits of chat in. So Ian Campbell says, take it easy, all. See you soon.
Okay, well.
Yeah, good night.
D. Harris says, plenty of chat tomorrow night, please. Just for Geordie, LOL.
Yeah.
Thank you, D.
Oh,
So-
nice.
So I just want to give a quick mention to the Partworks awards. So yeah, there's a thing going around at the minute. You've more or less seen it, or if you've not, grab a copy of it. Partwork Awards. So where we award awards to the best partwork builders, and modders, and several other things. So yeah, if you've seen it, pop along and vote. It costs nothing to vote. And it's just for fun at the end of the day, and it's something for you guys out there to be involved with. So yeah, Partwork Awards. Yeah, I think there's a statue of the, what they call that award?
The Golden Award.
The Golden Award, the Golden, whatever it is, Golden Man. Yeah, have a look at that. Yeah, fill in fill in the awards if you don't mind, please, and then you know, vote for your favourites by all means. Or if there isn't your favourites on there, vote for who you think might want to receive an award for their either Facebook group or for their YouTube channel or for their modding channel or their Partworks company. So yeah, fill it in. It's all for free and it's all for fun, and it's going to be drawn. Sorry, the last day is going to be December the 9th for nominations and votes, and it's going to be given at a ceremony around about the 23rd of December, I think it is. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. So yeah, if you've seen it, fill it in. If you haven't seen it, pop along to one of our Facebook groups and you'll find it on one of our Facebook groups, Partwork Awards Ceremony. And yeah, it'd be all good if you got involved. And so it's just a tick box of whatever to tick box in, or if there's nothing to tick box in there that doesn't take your fancy, add something, and that can be added to obviously the tally at the end of the day. So it's just for fun, and it would just be nice to appreciate some of the really good YouTubers and really good modders out there, and really good partwork companies out there, with just a fictitious award, if you like. So at the end of the day, and it'd be also good to have feedback from you guys as to whether we're doing okay or we're not doing okay, or you think, you know, somebody deserves praise more than anybody else, and especially those who've got channels that are under 1,000 subs as well. Yeah, if you tick on their channels, which one you fancy, which one you like, that would be great also, and it would just help them channels that's under 1,000 subs to actually gain a few subs, wouldn't it? So yeah.
Okay, so Dee says already done my vote.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you. Very well done. Thank you ever so much. Thank you to those that have done it, and thank you to those that are going to do it too. So, right, I'm going to say my goodbyes. Well, it's been absolutely fantastic tonight. I've enjoyed it. It's been hard work, as I said, for Danno to do that, and he's done it absolutely brilliantly. So, yeah, he deserves a nice good thumbs up from us all. And subscribe to his channel as you normally would if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you all anon. Well, it'll be tomorrow night now when I'm with Horlix and Geordie Dave on the camper van. So yeah, so it's a goodbye from me.
Yeah, and well, not much to say after Dave said all that. yeah, cracking good show. You're doing well with that, Danno, and so I'll say good night to myself, and I'll see you tomorrow night on Horlix's show. So night from me.
Yeah, thank you for helping us.
You're welcome.
I wasn't going to give up putting that plug in. But yeah, thank you for everybody in the chat. Check out everybody else out as well. Links are all at the bottom as usual. But until next time, see you all later. Night all.
See you now. Good night.